Nigeria's gross external reserves closed the month of December with a net balance of 37.11 billion. This is the lowest since September 2021, when the reserves fell to 36.7 billion. A quick check on the external reserves data from the Apex Bank reveals that the balance as of December 2nd is just 37.07 billion and could fall into 36 billion range in the next few days, according to analysts. The external reserves has now fallen by 1.9 billion in 3 months since September 2022. Well, let's investigate these issues behind the drop and assess its impact on the economy. Joining us again to look at this is Steve Okafor. He's the CEO of Finance Securities. He joins us via the telephone. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning,
good to have you once again. Yes, let's look at this new development. Nigeria's external reserves, which is largely funded by export proceeds from sale of oil and gas, has fallen. What could be responsible for this huge drop?
Yeah, you see, it shouldn't be a surprise to us that the external reserve is dropping. Right now, it's difficult to get FX, both for what's it called, for official or any means of we talk of manufacturers being able to access FX, they are not able to access it. Crude oil price is going down in the international market.
Yes.
So even foreign inflows is dwindling. You understand? So CBN is doing everything possible to maintain, to fight and stabilize the exchange rate, which of course I believe is one of they're not doing us any favor by taking that policy. But then what I'm trying to tell you here is this: why won't the foreign reserve, why won't it deplete if CBN is fighting and trying to stabilize the value of the naira? FX is not readily available for importers to access. So it is of course, it is what you are seeing right now is as a result of the fact that CBN is depleting the foreign reserve to enable them fund these various aspects.
All right. Now, we've looked at the role of the CBN, and one of the recent policies of the CBN that is still making waves is the naira redesign. And can we say this played a level, at least to an extent, a role in this decline?
No, I didn't hear that.
All right. Let's look at the naira redesign. Can we say it played any role in this decline that we saw in the external reserves? Oh, I think we'll go on a short break. When we come back, we shall reconnect with Steve Okafor. Welcome back. We were speaking with Steve Okafor. He was we're asking questions on the naira redesign. Thanks for joining us once again.
Yes.
Now, let's look at the naira redesign. Did it have any role to play in the decline of the country's foreign reserves?
The contracting of the printing of the notes is if it was contracted to a foreign firm, and we now need to make payments using because of the fact that FX is we have a shortage of FX, and we needed to make payments using the available resources. So to me, I really can't place that direct correlation between that dwindling of the foreign reserve and this redesigning of the naira. You understand?
All right. As we know, Nigeria is still facing massive current volatility that has seen the exchange rate between the naira and the dollar move between gain and losses. The disparity between black market rates and the official exchange continues to widen. Is there any link between the forex crisis in the country and the drop in external reserves?
Okay. But you see, I've always advocated for transparency in allocating of FX via the official exchange rate. Okay? Now, because of the wide gap between the official exchange and the black market rate, there's bound to be round tripping. no matter what you say. However, the only thing that can stop round tripping is the transparency. Who are you allocating this FX to? The official exchange rate. So that if it is possible, it can be tracked. At the end of the day, the individuals or the firms allocated this FX to the official exchange rate are audited. What do you do with this FX allocated to you? Did you use it for the channel for which it was allocated to you? Did you use it to import the goods and services you originally applied for? You understand? As long as that is not done, there is room for transparency. Now, if you look at the depletion of the foreign reserve, and you want to link it to possibly the wide gap, then we are looking at corruption. Could it be that a few firms
well,
allocated? Go ahead.
Continue.
Yeah, are you looking at the fact that I was trying to say that those that were giving the FX at official rate possibly did not utilize the allocation given to them for the purpose for which was given to, and they now decided to, because of the scarcity of FX and the official listing, did they use it for? Did they go to the black market to sell? We don't know. Because if you look at it, I keep telling people, even when the exchange rate starts going in favor of the naira, I say it's not going to last. There is scarcity of FX, and there is no way.
Yes. One thing we also need to know is it's quite surprising when we consider the fact that capital importation into the country was up by 98% year on year. Even foreign portfolio investments in the same period increased to around $551.37 million, so to about 1.2 billion as at this recent quarter. Does this imply that some of the capital inflows did not have anything to do with the reserves? Because if you look at it, one of the key things that contributes to it is the oil. Yes. So let's hear it.
But have you forgotten that there is a backlog of demand for FX?
Okay.
There is a backlog, which of course the authorities have to meet. So you are looking at just a sports analysis. What of the trend? So most of these things, irrespective of the fact that capital importation increased, there is still a backlog which the authorities are yet to meet. You understand? And don't forget, virtually everything in Nigeria is imported.
Yes.
And as long as that trend is not checked, we still have this depletion going on. You understand? Coupled with the fact that the government of the day, we know that we cannot leave hard for them when it comes to being sincere in their policy.
Let's now look at the impact on manufacturers. One thing that manufacturers have complained is that they cannot get forex, and also there's high taxation on their businesses. What exactly is the government doing to help these manufacturers, because they contribute largely to the economy, but yet they complain that they are faced with heavy taxes, low infrastructure. What do you think of this?
That is the reason why you see in Nigeria today the unemployment rate is high. You see, poverty is at its peak. You understand? Because the manufacturers can't accept FX to import. The government of the day is heavily taxing them. They cannot break even. So, where we are because of this policy, you understand? The impact is glaring. The impact is glaring. High poverty rate. Unemployment is very high. Underemployment is huge. So, the truth is, we are only hoping that 2023 will get it right.
All right. I hope so too. Now, let's look at crude production. It went below $1 million earlier this year. But recently, we've seen that it went up back to 1.59 million barrels, according to the NAPC. So, is there any hope that this might translate to higher external reserves coming in the future?
Yes, it's possible. It's possible on the grounds also that, you also remember that crude oil price in the international market currently is not particularly going up.
It's around $70, $77 per barrel at the moment.
So it's not, the developed countries, it will be better for them in terms of checking their own inflation rate if crude oil price is low.
Yes.
So they will do everything humanly possible to make sure that this crude oil price remains low. You understand? So as long as even if our crude oil, even if our output, even the balance per day increases, but the price of the crude oil, the crude oil price in the international market remains low, the total inflow by way of sales will still not be as much as expected.
Yeah, in wrapping now, let's have your opinion. What are the practical ways that the Central Bank of Nigeria can now boost our external reserves? In wrapping, let's have it with your final thoughts.
The way to boost our external reserve is fight. I'm not going to say fight corruption. We need to increase agricultural outputs in Nigeria. We need to increase food production in Nigeria. That, to a large extent, will reduce setting allocation of FX to even people that import agricultural products. As once we can find food production and conquer it, it will reduce to a large extent the money spent allocated to companies that import food-related items.
Right.
Let's fight and let's conquer agriculture. Let's reduce herdsmen-farmers clash. Let farmers have access, unfettered access to their farmland. Road infrastructures, road networks, let them be improved. And I tell you, a lot will be freed. A lot of assets will be available for us to improve and increase the foreign reserve.
Yeah, thank you very much, Steve Okafor, CEO of Kofana Securities. Always a pleasure.